Today will be a test of my warm weather gear. It's about 40, 42 right now. Not that cold, right? But, you know, it's upper 30s maybe at 2,000 or 3,000 feet. You go in, like a 30-mile-an-hour wind chill. Kind of chilly. You know, there are people up north who will laugh at my complaints, but yeah. So I'm trying my warm weather gear. I'll try to show you. So I used to wear this Bosch heated jacket, which was good, but it wasn't that thick, which I like, but you couldn't layer it. Even though it was warm for its thickness, the battery wore out and stuff and whatever. So anyway, I went to the motorcycle world and got this hot wired liner, which I think I can wear by itself through a lot of North Carolina's winter. Then I went to REI and got this like Patagonia nano puff rip-off type thing. I should be really warm under here, like all layered up and stuff. So that's cool. One other thing here. So that's the garage where I keep my paramotor. And normally I launch either there or there by that windsock. I don't know if you can see it, which is fine. You look, if you launch it from your front yard, you're lucky. But this time, I am walking like 40 feet out of the house and launching, which I'm extra lucky. So let's hope we hit our first launch.
It's not very much wind today. Let's see how we do. Here we go. No problem. So smooth. There's my dogs. Hello, puppies. What a day. Sometimes people say my video quality is crap because everything is hazy and white, but it's really not. Everything's just hazy and white. You know, welcome to the East Coast, man. There's moisture in the air. But I'm gonna mess around with some asymmetric spirals. See if I can do anything cool. I'm gonna grab up high. Probably on both sides. I wonder if I could do that on this. I like that. Alright. So I find that with asymmetric spirals, it goes way better if my first turn is kind of harder. If I enter it lame, it tends to stay lame. Oopsie. Focusing more on my weight shift than I have in the past. Try and make that bigger part of my turning than it used to be.
Future Woody here. So for a long time, I had this goal of being able to look up at my wing and have it completely surrounded by ground, right? Like then you really know you're above the wing. If you look at it and there's nothing but earth below you, then you're higher than the wing. And it took a while to achieve it. Like, I don't know, 9 months to a year, something like that. But now, pretty much every time I throw down, I look at the wing and it's surrounded by nothing but earth. And I think that's really cool. Now, in this case, I'll admit, it's just a couple pixels on the left side of the wing there, but still it counts. I'm totally counting it. We're going to book this. I'm looking at the wing. It's surrounded by earth. I like that.
All right. And we'll call that good. Oh, hey, hit my kill switch. Still suck at taking a wrap. I got to get that sorted out. I was watching this Tucker Gott video, and he's sitting at Iceland shortly before some sort of double rainbow moment looking at like the Aurora Borealis. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. And they were talking about what their favorite flight is. And he said that his favorite flight was one that he's replayed many times. You know, there's just a certain place kind of near his house where he goes around and flies and enjoys himself. And he just, you know, he likes his path. And I'm starting to get a similar kind of thing Like I go to this sod farm, this obstacle course, this location we call Fantasy Lake, and I fly around. And I go up high, get jiggy with it a little bit, and this is just something I really like doing. This sod farm is a nice place to fly. It's not a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, but the owners are a 10. They like paramotors. And because of that, I always feel welcome. You know, I think I have a video where a kid comes out on a dirt bike and buzzes around with me. And, like, it's what makes this place special is the people are special. Getting a little more comfortable flying down low. Every so often I do like a save, like, you know, whoa! And that bothers me because it kind of implies that I almost biffed it. Now the good news is if you crash from 10 feet, it doesn't tend to be that tragic, but it still sucks. All right, I'm gonna try going to the left. Have a good time. And flat bottom. Let's turn this around. Weight shift back. I turn better to the left than my right. I hear everyone's better in one direction than the other. But I'm trying to narrow that gap.
I did it again.
Alright. That's low enough, Woody. Maybe too low, to be honest. Yeah. Calling myself out on that. I went too low. I did too many. I would have been a smarter pilot to stop earlier. I like to stop when I'm high enough to throw a reserve. If something had gone wrong on the last turn or two, it might have been too late for a reserve, and that's stupid. Don't do that. See how all these trees are the same type? Here, I'll fly over. Do you think that's some kind of like pine needle farm? Or a Christmas tree farm not tended after? Or nature? I don't know. It's interesting. I tuned my motor myself the other day. I think I made it worse. Like there's kind of a ledge right in the middle of the throttle. It makes it hard to have smooth throttle control right at this RPM where I want smooth throttle control. Might have been better before I messed with it.
Me again. Yeah, it was totally better before I messed with it. I tuned it again since then, and now it's running awesome. I could go on and on about how thrilled I am with my motor at this moment as we talk, but everything is running great. I had a flight tonight. Fantastic. Good stuff.
I bought a new helmet. It's in the mail. It's coming next week. So I'm pretty excited. I'm going to try to up both my comfort, safety, and video quality. I'll show you why when it comes in. I'm going to go up because I didn't scout this, even though I'm tempted to do this real low. You don't know, I could fly in here and find myself in a box, trapped. I do find myself with pretty much no LZ landing zone. Let's go look at those towers. So there's wires holding these things up so they don't fall over. And on the ground, things like that is pretty easy to see, like wires and power lines and stuff like that, because you're looking at the backdrop of the sky, which is, you know, white and clear and whatever. But when your backdrop is the trees and the ground, they're practically invisible. So you have to be smart about not coming too close to things that are hard to see. I hope I'm being smart right now. It's funny, I sit up here in my flying lawn chair and I'm not scared of heights at all. But sometimes when I fly over towers and things, it's like, oh my god, like the butterflies come in and it feels like I'm standing on the tower, which I'm totally scared of. All right, want to do some wing overs? I got a lot of altitude, so might as well. Wait, grab up, grab here. Ah, these clouds are so bulky. All right. Alright. Bulky gloves. Let's see if this is a good enough grip on these lines to do wing overs. Oh, that was a shitty one. I'm just swinging. No flat bottom. There we go. Better. It's hard to pull hard with the grip I have.
Yeah, you know, just saying.
Start shrinking now. Alright, that's good. That was fun. Now I'm down low where I want to be, because this is my obstacle course. I'm gonna pull some big ears to lose a little more altitude. Ah! It's much safer than doing acrobatics down low. It's one of my favorite places to fly. Little sketchy flying here because my throttle control is crap with gloves inside of gloves. Woohoo! I don't normally go in this part, so I wasn't sure just how tight that turn was to me.
All right, I swear I don't get paid to pimp this video series, but I wanted to show it to you so you get an idea of like what I'm going for as I go through this, what I call the obstacle course. This is my friend Shane, and there's only a little clip of it. I'm going to play it again and again, but it's about energy management. When you fly low, sometimes you've got a lot of speed, sometimes you're going down, sometimes you pull brakes and you can pop up, but you pull brakes too much and you run out of brake and now you're going to stall the wing and crash it. And adding throttle has different effects, and being able to follow ground contours is like a skill that takes, you know, a little thinking ahead, a little experience, a little prediction on what you're going to get. And that's what I'm doing here. And most of the time I fly, I'm usually sort of working on something. And at this moment, what I'm working on is being able to follow ground contour. It's all, you need an instructor to get yourself going, but I'm already going. So like, these are the kinds of things you work on after you know how to fly and sit in the sky and land. That's a big thing too. So yeah, as you watch me do this, and turn and follow things and there's a tree right in front of me, I'm going to pop up and try and go over it and back down again, kind of like he's doing right there. That's what I'm doing. That's what it looks like from the outside.
I like this place because there's like things to do. I mean, like flying low in a field is cool, but flying low in like, I don't know, this is practically a tunnel for a paramotor. Good times. So, I have a verdict on the winter clothes. I've been up here for about an hour and 5 minutes. For 45 minutes, it was awesome. That's when the battery died. Without the battery, the jacket liner and the coat, it keeps me like chilly but tolerable. These gloves and the glove liner under it, also, like, I'm not cozy, but it's definitely tolerable. It's just, you know, I prefer cozy. The battery I used today was a 3000 milliamp battery, and I have one in the mail that's 8000, so it's almost triple. If that gets me from 45 minutes to, you know, 2 hours, I might be stretching a little bit, then that would be fantastic. But we'll see. New battery should definitely get me to an hour and a half, and that should get me pretty far. So I think I'm gonna take it in now. I'm headed back home. I live over there, and yeah. Anyway, cut the camera. So it's the end of the flight, and normally around here I'd try a sat. Well, just lately I've been trying to do sats, which is a acrobatic move that I've only pulled off in an SIV course. Well, I did 4, and I feel like I can try it. I don't know, something like I've got the altitude and the weather's great, but somehow the pilot's just not feeling it. Like, I don't mean to third person myself, but like I feel like in your pre-flight check, you have to make sure your gear is good and the pilot's head is straight. And I just don't want to do a sat, so I'm not gonna. I guess I'll just head back to my house and lose some altitude and put it down. All right. This is my landing. You know, at the last minute here, the sun came out. Everything got beautiful. Just awesome. Like, that might be the best day of the fall, like in terms of catching colors and stuff. And I just wanted to share that. Like, it got gorgeous. But I should focus my attention on a gorgeous landing. I think I'm a little high compared to where I want to be. Maybe not. This power line just makes everything more sketch. Like, the consequences for screwing up are sort of high-ish. So I'm going to come in over this line, cut it sideways. There we go. Cut the motor. Nice. The wing's chasing me. All right. That'll do. Good landing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did.
Multi-million-dollar deals, got $1 million deal. When I was younger, I would wonder how $1 million feel. And for real, it feel like I ain't even broke a seal. Cause when you drop hits, they want you to pick up the bill. Now my life is in Maryland, my heart is in Chicago. New York state of mind, but out LA, man, that's where I go. When I need to lay this shit down, so much on my mind, that's the reason I'm spitting now.